Hello and welcome. I'm Vivian with foodandstyle.com. I'm going to show you a technique for slicing the onion thinly lengthwise. First you slice both ends of the onions off. You can make a slit and then take off the first layer. Then slice the onion in half lengthwise. The onion has got these little ridges lengthwise like this. We are going to cut along those ridges. So starting on the right, you're going to angle your knife towards the left and you're going to slice following the ridges. This technique gives us the most perfect slices. Heat a large skillet over medium-high heat. When the pan is hot, add the olive oil and the onions. Toss well so the onions are well coated with the oil. And saute the onions until they're golden brown. This should take about 8 to 10 minutes. They're starting to get a little bit of color. Now our onions are ready. So now sprinkle with a little sea salt and then a little black pepper and drizzle with a balsamic. Now you're going to want to toss for a few seconds until the balsamic is evaporated, and as you see this happens very fast, and until the onions look glazed. Return the pan to the stove and heat it over medium-high heat. Add the olive oil, the cayenne and the garlic. Now saute for a few seconds until the garlic releases its flavor, but definitely you do not want to brown it, otherwise it will turn bitter. Now add the spinach and toss it well, making sure to turn it over so that the garlic does not stay at the bottom of the pan, otherwise it will burn. Keep tossing the spinach until it's wilted. This will only take a couple of minutes. So now sprinkle with the sea salt. The salt is going to dehydrate the spinach and they'll release a little more juices, so make sure you saute them a few more seconds. Once you've caramelized the onion and wilted the spinach, these potato nachos come together in a couple of minutes. And let me tell you, they are quite addictive. But before you start, I'd like to give you a little tip. Make sure to line your baking sheet with parchment paper. This way you can slide the baked nachos from the baking sheet right onto your serving tray. So easy. Smoked raclette, and like many smoked cheeses, only has a hint of smoke, and this is why I chose it for this recipe. But of course you can also use regular raclette. Absolutely delicious with these nachos. Before assembling the nachos, shake the spinach to get all the liquid out of it. So line your baking sheet or jelly roll pan with parchment paper and then place the potato chips directly on the paper and spread them in one layer. Top with half the grated cheese and then top with half the wilted spinach and then half the onions. The onions are going to add a marvelous sweetness to this dish. And then repeat, starting with the potato chips. By the way, I like to use baked potato chips for this dish because they are much less fatty and a little crispier than regular potato chips. Here they are. And now all you have to do is pick up the parchment paper and slide the nachos on a serving tray. I think it's time to dig in. Bon appétit!